Hi, my name is Brian Marlatt. I'm the PC Party candidate in South Surrey, Woodrock, Cloverdale, the Progressive Canadian, a progressive conservative, and a genuine Tory. And incidentally, Tories are not to be confused with the party of Tea Party neoconservatism, provincialism, and continentalism, led by Stephen Harper. This election is a necessary result of a finding of contempt for Parliament, followed by a vote of non-confidence in the Harper government. So the ballot question is large, because it involves the contempt for our democratic principles Mr. Harper has shown. Preferring to call the Government of Canada the Harper government is symbolic of that contempt for Canada. Mr. Harper would like you to think the ballot question is the economy. He wants you to forget that he squandered a $12 billion surplus even before Lehman Brothers collapsed in 2008, and that he was dragged kicking and screaming into reality. Even then, his action plan amounted to filling potholes. His two politically motivated prorogations were cited by the London Times and The Economist as unprecedented dangers to parliamentary democracy in the Commonwealth, not just in Canada. The PC Party, the Progressive Canadian Party platform, promises an honest commitment to sustainable, universal health care and affordable post-secondary education available to all Canadians, and to restoring Parliament as the People's House through democratic reform which will free members of Parliament from today's hyper-partisanship and take the power to appoint senators away from the Prime Minister alone without submitting them to partisan elections by province, which would threaten national unity. Indeed, we propose that the Queen's Privy Council, which is free of partisanship, free of patronage, and would not challenge national unity, should be the means to nominate senators to Canada Senate. We want to see a harnessing of renewable resources and to protecting the environment. We want to see a commitment to building trade relationships with our Commonwealth partners, to balance our relationship with the United States, to create new opportunities, to realize growth opportunities, including a real commitment to infrastructure, such as light urban rail commuter transit in key corridors, and to introducing a renewed spirit of fairness and integrity to federal-provincial relations, to the tax system, and in matters such as Veterans Affairs. We want to see Medicare for autism now, to work with the provinces to ensure children with autism and their families are not left behind. Above all, progressive Canadians are committed to a forward-looking, sovereign, and united Canada, of which all Canadians can continue to be proud. What of Mr. Harper's claims that you must stay the course on the economy to continue along the path of Tea Party neoconservatism, or to refer to progressive conservatives as another time, another party? Well, denying that we are on the brink of recession, denying in election 2008 that we would go into deficit, spending even though he had already squandered a $12 billion surplus and brought us to the brink of deficit, was less than honest. Why should we believe him now? Why would we believe him when he says, halfway through the next decade, if he's elected again, years from now, and if budget cuts to government balance the budget, years from now, he will do a few good things? As I said in the Parliamentary Chronicle of the Hill Times, the real ballot question is this: who do you trust to stand up against the neoconservatism that brought us the recession, the provincialism that is dividing Canadians, the continentalism that is stealing our birthright and our sovereignty? Who do you trust to stand up for our institutions, to allow Parliament and parliamentary democracy to work? The answer is not the party or the politician whose disdain for Canada, democracy, and Parliament arrogantly would replace the Government of Canada with the Harper government. A coalition or a majority? Is that the choice? Mr. Harper's party is a coalition of Reform Party malcontents, no different from the Bloc, and a few panicked former Tories who now regret what they've done, as the split between Tories and Mr. Harper's party in our riding shows us so clearly. It is time for a Canadian government, a government that believes in Canadian sovereignty, in Canadian veterans, educating people for our future, one that is willing to make an honest commitment to Canadian health care and to meet both our social and fiscal responsibilities honorably. It is time to elect a member of Parliament who believes in Canada. I hope you will decide that I should be that member of Parliament. I hope you will make a progressive Canadian choice. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye for now.